Have you ever dreamed so big that you were willing to risk everything for it? Imagine being 21 years old and setting your sights on conquering the most legendary city in the world. This was the dream of Mehmed II, the young and fiercely ambitious Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. His target, Constantinople, the jewel of the Byzantine Empire. For over 1,000 years, its walls had stood defiant against every conqueror. But now, in the mid-15th century, the once great empire was a pale shadow of its former glory, a tiny island in a vast Ottoman sea. Defending this legacy was its last emperor, Constantinople I, a man who would soon face an impossible choice: surrender his city or fight to the bitter end. The stage was set for an epic clash, a battle that would not just decide the fate of two empires, but would redraw the map of the world and echo through the centuries. The year is 1452. On the European shores of the Bosphorus Strait, a new fortress rises with incredible speed. This is Rumeli Hisari, the throat cutter, built by Mehmed II. Its purpose is singular and brutal: to sever Constantinople's last lifeline to the Black Sea, starving the city into submission. The message is clear: no, help is coming. By April 1453, the hammer falls. A colossal Ottoman army, over 80,000 strong, gathers before the ancient Theodosian walls. They bring with them a terrifying new weapon, a monster of bronze. An iron, the Great Bombard, a cannon so massive it could hurl stone balls weighing over 1,000 pounds. Against this overwhelming force, a mere 7,000 defenders stand ready to protect their homes, their faith, and 1,000 years of history. Outnumbered more than 10 to 1, the fate of Constantinople hangs by a thread. The greatest siege of the age is about to begin. The initial days of the siege are a testament to sheer human will. Behind the crumbling walls, the defenders fight with the ferocity of cornered lions. Every Ottoman assault is met with a storm of arrows, boiling oil, and unyielding courage. The ancient fortifications, battered but not broken, absorb the pounding of Mehmed's. For a fleeting moment, hope glimmers. A small squadron of Genoese ships, laden with vital supplies and reinforcements, appears on the horizon. In a breathtaking display of seamanship and bravery, they smash through the Ottoman naval blockade, sailing into the city's harbor as its people cheer from the walls. This small victory infuriates Sultan Mehmed, but it also ignites his genius. Frustrated by the massive chain protecting the Golden Horn harbor, he conceives a plan so audacious, so unbelievable, it sounds like something from myth. He decides that if he cannot sail his fleet into the harbor, he will move it overland. Imagine the scene. Under the cover of darkness, thousands of men work feverishly. They fell trees, lay down a path of greased logs, and begin to physically drag dozens of warships, sails unfurled to catch the wind, up a steep hill and down into the waters of the Golden Horn. It's a feat of engineering and willpower that leaves the defenders of Constantinople utterly stunned. When they wake, the sight of the Ottoman fleet floating in their supposedly secure harbor is a crushing blow to their morale. The noose has tightened. The city is now completely surrounded, its defenders stretched thin, their resources dwindling with each passing day. The psychological impact is devastating. Mehmed's incredible gambit has not just bypassed their defenses, it has shattered their hope. The end now feels not just possible, but terrifyingly inevitable. The relentless bombardment continues, day and night, turning sections of the legendary walls into rubble. Weeks of brutal siege warfare have taken their toll. The walls are crumbling, the defenders are exhausted, and the city is starving. Sultan Mehmed offers one final chance to surrender. Emperor Constantine XI's reply is resolute. He would rather die than give up his city. And so, the date is set. Before dawn on May 29, 1453, a terrifying silence falls over the Ottoman camp. Then, a single cannon shot signals the beginning of the end. Tens of thousands of Ottoman soldiers, wave after wave, hurl themselves at the battered walls in a final, all-out assault. The air fills with the sounds of battle, the clash of steel, the roar of cannons, the screams of the dying. The defenders fight with desperate, heroic valor. The emperor himself is seen on the ramparts, fighting alongside his men, a king standing with his people at the very edge of doom. But the sheer weight of numbers is overwhelming. A small gate, left unbolted, allows a group of Ottoman soldiers to slip through. They raise the Sultan's banner, and panic spreads. The lines break, the ancient walls are finally breached, and the Ottoman tide pours into the city. The battle for the walls becomes a brutal fight in the streets. Emperor Constantine XI, casting off his royal insignia, plunges into the heart of the fighting and disappears into the chaos, his body never to be found, a king who truly became the last Roman. After more than 1,000 years, the Roman Empire is no more. Later that day, Sultan Mehmed II, now known as the Conqueror, makes his triumphant entry into the city. Riding his horse through the desolate streets, he proceeds directly to the heart of Byzantium, the magnificent Hagia Sophia. In a moment that symbolizes the dawn of a new age, he orders the great church to be converted into a mosque. Constantinople, the queen of cities, is reborn as Istanbul, the new capital of the ascendant Ottoman Empire. The fall of this one city marked the end of the Middle Ages, sent shockwaves through the Christian West, and signaled the beginning of a new era in world history, an era shaped by the vision of a 21-year-old conqueror and the fall of the eternal city. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. If you found this story of ambition, courage, and the clash of empires as fascinating as we do, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comments which historical event you'd like to see us cover next. Until then, keep exploring the past.